Hi everyone, welcome back to Weather Coverage, your trusted place for accurate, daily weather updates across the United Kingdom. In today's video, we'll walk you through everything you need to know for July 7, 2025, from wind conditions and expected rainfall, to temperature changes and coastal sea activity. If you haven't already, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. It doesn't cost a thing, but it means you'll always stay ahead of the weather, no matter where you are in the UK. Watching until the end is highly recommended. Even a few seconds missed might mean missing something important. Let's get started with today's full forecast. A belt of light rain and drizzle will affect parts of southeast England at first light today, Monday the 7th of July 2025, but any lingering showers will clear away rapidly by mid-morning, leaving the whole country largely dry with only the odd scattered shower through the afternoon. Early this morning, patches of overnight rain will still be pushing inland across East Sussex and Kent, bringing up to 2 to 3 millimeters of rain to coastal towns like Dover and Hastings before 8 a.m. These showers will ease and clear toward the Thames estuary by 10 a.m., with dry conditions returning from west to east as a weak high-pressure ridge builds in. Once the morning drizzle departs, most of southern and central England will remain free of rain. However, a few light, fast-moving showers may pop up in the Midlands, notably Birmingham, Coventry, and Nottingham, between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. These will be brief, depositing no more than 1 to 2 millimeters in any one burst before evaporating under hazy sunshine. By mid-afternoon, those showers will contract toward the East Midlands and Lincolnshire, fading altogether by 4 p.m. as drier air filters down from the west. Across Wales, the morning starts dry save for a small spit of rain over Snowdonia around 7 a.m., but this too will clear by 9 a.m., leaving the rest of South Wales, Cardiff, Swansea, and the valleys dry and bright with only 5 to 10% chance of a spit in the higher hills before lunchtime. A solitary hilltop shower may drift through the Brecon Beacons around 2 p.m., but most of the day will be rain-free. In northern England, any early mist and drizzle across the Lake District and Pennines will clear by 8 a.m., but the cool northwesterly breeze will bring scattered, light showers into Cumbria, Lancashire, and Yorkshire between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. These showers will be patchy, mostly under 2 millimeters, and quick to move on, with dry interludes where the sun breaks through. By 3 p.m., the showers will die out completely, leaving a dry finish to the day before another band of light rain slides in after 9 p.m., brushing the western hills once more. Scotland and Northern Ireland will be the only parts of the UK to see any significant rain after midday. In western Scotland, Glasgow, Oban, and Fort William, persistent light rain will hover around until 2 p.m., adding another 3 to 5 millimeters to overnight totals. Further north in the Highlands, drizzle continues off and on through the afternoon, but totals remain modest at under 5 millimeters. Eastern Scotland, including Edinburgh and Aberdeen, will see only stray spits of rain between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., with local amounts under 1 millimeter before clearing by tea time. Northern Ireland follows a similar pattern, with showers peaking around Lough Neagh and the Causeway coast between noon and 3 p.m., but corporate totals will still sit below 3 millimeters. By late afternoon, the UK's skies will settle into a dry pattern almost everywhere, while a handful of residual, very light showers may linger on the far western coasts of Scotland and Northern Ireland until 6 to 7 p.m. The entire rest of the country, from Cornwall to Kent, from Cardiff to Cambridge, will remain dry through to sunset. Rainfall sensors will register 0 millimeters for most lowland areas after midday, confirming a virtually rain-free afternoon across England and Wales. Tonight, the dry theme continues nationwide. A touch of mist or fog may form in low valleys across the Midlands and southern England under clear skies, but no measurable rain is expected before dawn tomorrow. Your umbrella and raincoat can stay firmly in the closet today. Enjoy uninterrupted dry spells, with any rain confined to quick, light showers in the far north and west. In southeast England, including London, Kent, and East Sussex, temperatures today will range from a cool start around 15 degrees Celsius to a pleasant high of 20 degrees Celsius by mid-afternoon. Expect sunlight mixed with high cloud, but noticeably less heat compared to earlier in the summer. Further west in the southwest, covering Somerset, Devon, and Cornwall, morning lows begin near 14 degrees Celsius, rising to around 18 degrees Celsius in sunlit pockets. A gentle breeze will keep things fresh, making the end-of-week heatwave a distant memory. In the Midlands, cities like Birmingham, Nottingham, and Leicester will see early temperatures around 13 degrees Celsius, with highs reaching 19 degrees Celsius during clearer periods. Cooler patches will arrive during brief showers or cloudy spells. Across northern England, including Manchester, Leeds, and Newcastle, temperatures hover between 13 to 14 degrees Celsius in the morning, climbing slowly to 16 to 17 degrees Celsius under intermittent sunshine before showers return. Moving into Wales, expect morning lows near 13 degrees Celsius, rising to 17 degrees Celsius in areas like Cardiff and Swansea. Higher terrain, such as Snowdonia and the Brecon Beacons, stays cooler throughout the day, reaching just 15 degrees Celsius. In Scotland, where cooler air persists, Glasgow, Edinburgh, and the Highlands begin at 12 to 13 degrees Celsius, with daytime highs of only 14 to 15 degrees Celsius expected. A brisk northwest breeze will make it feel even chillier, especially along the coasts and uplands. Northern Ireland also keeps a cool profile. Early readings at 12 to 13 degrees Celsius, rising to 15 to 16 degrees Celsius across Belfast and Derry. Coastal zones will feel cooler thanks to the wind and cloud cover. A brisk northwesterly wind flow remains in place today following the passage of an Atlantic low. This breeze will be strong enough to impact boaters, beachgoers, and exposed coastal or upland areas across the western and northern UK. Here's how it breaks down. Scotland and Northern Ireland. Scotland's Western Isles, Hebrides, and Highlands experience the strongest winds, with gusts reaching 45 to 55 km per hour, 28 to 34 miles per hour, particularly along coastal cliffs and elevated slopes. Inland areas such as Glasgow, Perthshire, and Inverness see sustained winds of 30 to 40 km per hour, 18 to 25 miles per hour, with gusts occasionally hitting 50 km per hour, 31 miles per hour, in squally showers. Northern Ireland, including Belfast and rocky coastal counties like Down and Antrim, feels similar wind intensity, with steady breezes of 30 to 40 km per hour and gusty bursts up to 28 miles per hour along shorelines. Northwest England areas such as the Lake District, Cumbria, and Lancashire experience consistent northwesterly winds of 25 to 35 km per hour, 15 to 22 miles per hour, with gusts over 40 km per hour, 25 miles per hour, around hilltops and passes. Stronger gusts may also be felt near the coast, including Morecambe Bay and the Fylde Coast, particularly during scattered afternoon showers or sunny spells. Northern and northeast England. Manchester, Leeds, Newcastle, and Durham will see breezes of 20 to 30 km per hour, 12 to 19 miles per hour, gusting to 35 to 45 km per hour, 22 to 28 miles per hour, during any convective showers or brief clearing breaks. Coastal areas such as Teesside and Northumberland tend to pick up the stronger gusts. Midlands. Inland regions like Birmingham, Nottingham, and Leicester will experience moderate winds at 15 to 25 km per hour, 9–16 miles per hour, occasionally gusting to 30 km per hour, 19 miles per hour. Wind impact will increase slightly during sunshine-driven afternoon heating or scattered shows. Wales. South Wales locations such as Cardiff, Swansea, and Newport experience northwest winds averaging 20 to 30 km per hour, 12 to 19 miles per hour, with gusts up to 35 km per hour, 22 miles per hour, along the Bristol Channel coast. Inland valleys will be a few km per hour lighter but still noticeable. Southwest England. Coastal areas of Cornwall and Devon see consistent 25 to 35 km per hour, 15 to 22 miles per hour, breezes, with gusts reaching 40 to 45 km per hour, 25 to 28 miles per hour, on cliffs around Land's End, Lizard Point, and along the Atlantic-facing coast. Inland towns such as Exeter and Taunton remain breezy at 20 to 25 km per hour, with gusts up to 30 km per hour. Southeast England. London, Kent, Surrey, and Sussex are calmer in comparison but remain lively with 15 to 25 km per hour, 9–16 miles per hour, northwesterly breezes during the morning, sharpening to 20 to 30 km per hour, 12–19 miles per hour, by afternoon. Coastal zones like Brighton and Dover will experience gusts build to 28 to 32 km per hour, 17–20 miles per hour, especially during any passing showers or thunderstorm development. A steady northwest swell is dominating UK coastal waters today, pushing slight to moderate seas in most regions, while more exposed zones, especially offshore and along rugged coastlines, face brief bouts of rougher waves. In the North Sea and surrounding offshore waters, Viking, Northumbria, Forties, Cromarty, Forth, Tyne, Dogger, seas are generally moderate, with occasional increases to rough early in eastern areas, particularly around North and South Utshire and Forties, where the sea state is officially classified as moderate or rough before easing to moderate later in the day. Similarly, inshore waters from the Firth of Forth down to North Foreland and Selsey Bill, sea conditions remain slight to moderate, transitioning towards smoother swells by afternoon even as scattered showers move along the coast. Around the Channel Islands, Lyme Regis, Portsmouth, Isle of Wight, Portland, and Plymouth, waters experience slight to moderate wave heights, although Plymouth's offshore area may briefly touch on occasional rough patches early before calming. In the Irish Sea and Celtic Sea, a small craft warning remains in place off Ireland's west coast, Rossin Point to Fair Head through Strangford Lough, where waves reach slight to moderate levels, with occasional peaks near 2 meters. Along Northern Ireland's coast and across the Bristol and St. George's channels into the Firth of Clyde, inshore seas are slight to moderate, though waters may become choppier near headlands and river entrances. Around Shetland and the Western Isles of Scotland, seas are shifting from rough to moderate today. Likewise, the Hebrides see seas backing from rough early morning toward more moderate states as the day progresses. Offshore areas like Rockall, Malin, and the North Irish Sea reflect similar conditions, moderate seas, occasionally becoming rough during early eastern spikes before easing by evening. Visibility remains good to occasionally moderate if hit by squally showers, and with afternoon ridging, sea state in most areas should trend towards slight conditions by evening, especially in southern and inshore waters. Overall, expect a mix of slight to moderate seas across the UK today, with some rough conditions offshore and in exposed northern and western zones, gradually calming as tidal and wind patterns subside into the evening hours. Thanks for joining us for today's complete UK weather forecast. If this helped you feel more prepared, go ahead and give it a like and share it with anyone who might find it helpful. Your support means the world. And if you're not subscribed yet, just take a moment. It's free, and you'll always get the latest weather updates right when you need them. Drop your town or city in the comments, and we'll include it in our next local update. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you again tomorrow, right here on Weather Coverage.